If you're in college right now and you think just getting good grades is good, it's 2025, everyone and their mom has a bachelor's degree. What's actually going to decide whether you move to your mom's basement or move out of your parents' house comes down to whether or not you should avoid these 3 massive career mistakes. First mistake is focusing on grades instead of internships. Look, if you graduate from college without an internship, don't have any projects on your resume, good luck with the job market, and good luck being unemployed with a fancy diploma. So here's the things that you should be doing. From freshman year, you should already be starting to get internships, stacking experience on creating value for the job market. Because the earlier you start, the more leverage you have in getting these full-time job offers right before college. Look, I watched 90% of my classmates pull all-nighters on these projects, these tests, these finals, only to graduate with nothing but just a number, a GPA. Meanwhile, the few people that I've known that did internships on a consistent basis every summer, they're walking with 70 to 100K job offers right before graduation. So internships are always greater than GPA. Mistake number 2 is not using your campus resources. Look, these colleges in your undergrad gives you access to a whole bunch of things that you can't get access to after and before. It gives you access to career centers, tutoring services, professors, student organizations that will help build your skill set, friends and study groups. But here's the thing, with all these resources that are available, most of the students just ignore it. Look, from my own experience, I wasn't the smartest person in the room, not even close, right? But I knew how to be resourceful and use these resources so I could get ahead of my classes so that I spend less time on classwork and more time on internships and projects. Look, I built relationship with my professors. I was the president of the engineering club. I leaned on all my friends to help me out with classwork. I used tutors when I was stuck, and that's exactly what you should do in the real world as well. In your career, you constantly need to adapt to what's presented to you. So using these resources will help you build your network and figure your shit out. If you don't start practicing using these resources in college, you'll be broke at the end of the day, you'll be stuck, and you'll be clueless. And the final mistake number 3 that people make before they even graduate college is not securing an offer before graduation. If you're waiting until after you walk the stage to get a job, you already lost, man. While your classmates are celebrating graduating and getting ready to join the workforce, you're over here stressing and sending resumes after graduation. You're gonna feel pressured, you're gonna feel desperate, and you're gonna end up after several months getting a crappy job offer, and that first job is what determines your career. Your first job can make and break your career. So you have to be very, very careful about what job you work for right after college. Apply 6 to 12 months before graduation. Provide value and network with recruiters and alumni. And leverage internships, in which I laid out in mistake number 1, to get past the interviews and land yourself a full-time offer. Look, graduation without an offer, without a clear plan, doesn't just delay your career, it sabotages it. So stop chasing grades and start chasing internships. Use campus resources and tools to your disposal and secure your job before graduation. If you start doing these 3 tips and avoid these 3 mistakes, you'll set yourself up with a bunch of fucking money after graduation. You'll have all these 3 things while everyone else is scrambling and stressing. I don't want that to happen to you. If you need help with using these 3 tips and avoiding these 3 mistakes, drop a comment down below and let me see if I can help out.